This is day 89 of 75 of building every day. So I just realized that digital products can really act like a upsell. They're cheap. Like you could buy this for $100, but all the work that I'm doing after I created this buying trigger report, this is what I'm getting paid for, right? And like I just realized one client is worth around 100K per year. Just an interesting realization I had today. But so gold nugget for you is if you create things that are of value for people, make them visible and use them as upsell. This is the Downhill Show. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. This is day 89 of 75 of building every day. I've got exciting news. I'm coming to you from my new office. Got a nice on-air LED sign in my bookshelf that tells my wife and my kiddo that I am in a meeting right now. Nobody's home though. I got a huge, is it a palm tree leaf or something? I don't even know which kind of tree or bush this is. It's like double the size of my baby. And I'm actually recording this for the very first time. Welcome to seeing me live on video. I'm still trying to figure out how to record a video. I do love the setup. I have this on-air sign behind me. When you're watching this now, you can see it. When you're listening to this on Spotify, try and find me on YouTube. I think my channel was Dom Builds or Dom Jedro. I might have to change the name. I've never done this before, so this is a new direction as well. But I thought now I have a studio, which is my office. Why not record here instead of walking on the beach, which is also nice. And for that purpose, I just bought DJI Mic 3. So that's going to be a cool thing. I have a nugget for you just up front. And I know I'm talking a minute and 30 already. But take a look at this. And if you're watching on or listening to this on Spotify, I'm going to read this to you. This reads free AI customer buying trigger report. And below there's a couple emojis saying exact words customers use before buying. Then a rocket, 20% lift on any landing page. Then a money bag saying 33 lower cost per lead. And then like a chart saying works for e-commerce, cold email, website copy. And then stopwatch saying done in 3 minutes, only live at this summit. And then an X emoji saying never available again. And I have two of those actually, because I didn't know which one would work. And why do I have two? Well, I've got them printed the day before the AI summit, and I actually was able to give out 5 of those. And the very first moment, and this is the nugget for you that you can take away, like if you have a digital product that you can use on other people, like for example, my AI buying trigger report is alive right now, and I might take it down, but I'm just going for it. Costs me money, but here you go. Go to HTTP, leave out the S, double point thingy / report.jomjedro.com. And this will open a free website interface where you can just input what you're selling, who you're selling to, and then you hit send, and you get a complete, takes like 3 minutes, a complete buying trigger report on your audience. You can put in a lot more stuff like customer conversations and stuff. But what I've done, I have run these live at the event and I posted about this. I think I didn't actually post this on LinkedIn. Yeah, I might have to, so you can check it out. But the cool thing is some of the talks were boring. So I went out and just stood there. Something was about, was it TikTok shop? And it was such a sales pitch, no benefit for the audience, really. They just said like, hey, come buy our product. But what happened is because I prepared these banners for my digital product and I ran these reports live, there were at one point like 8 people around me from this huge firm all watching me explaining the thing in Chinese, actually, which is also kind of funny. But the point I'm getting at is I created this banner and I showed it to the person I sat next to in the first 3 minutes at the summit. And because they asked what I do, and I just showed them, I do this, like I put it out, got it out of my bag. This is my bag and it was in here and I just pulled it out and said, hey, this is what I do and I can run it for you later. And because it says customer buying trigger, I played with it around, and this whole thing here actually is generated in ChatGPT. The design, because I gave it, like, my AI knows what I sell. It has my brand snapshot and stuff. And so I went to Claude first and said, hey, write me a cool banner based on all your project knowledge on my stuff. And it's for the, AI customer buying trigger report. Create the best copy, like Alex Hormozi, but don't overpromise. So I created the thing. And then this guy who saw this actually reached out to me, which is super cool. We met because I gave him my name card and I said, hey, let's talk while you're still in Bali. And so we met at a hotel in Ayana. And this likely turns into a 5K first engagement, which is super exciting, based on my digital product. So I just realized that digital products can really act like as a upsell. They're cheap. Like, you could buy this for $100, but all the work that I'm doing after I created this buying trigger report, this is what I'm getting paid for, right? And like, I just realized one client is worth around 100K per year, because 6 months, and I'm talking euros, right? So 118K US based on today, which means, why am I so focused on digital products when they actually can upsell me to the bigger thing? So just an interesting realization I had today. But so gold nugget for you is, if you create things that are of value for people, make them visible and use them as upsell. So yeah, this is what happened at the AI conference that I was super annoyed of. And then in the last couple of days, I created a sales doc based on, for this guy, right? Because here's the thing that I did, and an interesting realization I had after talking to this guy, because I brought this one here, which is my Samsung microphone, with me to the sales call, or to the first introduction. And he's like, whoa, you really come prepared. He was really impressed. And which made me realize, why does he say this? Because he said he implied that I was first prepared at the AI conference as well, because I had a name card, I had this banner. And so I think the first impression really got him, and I recorded the whole thing. And I have a text file now, because I uploaded the voice transcription of this to a transcription service. I think I use Adobe Podcast, and it will then transcribe the whole thing for me, which was longer. ChatGPT can do it, so you have to use alternative tools. ChatGPT is limited at, I think, 25 megabytes or 30 minutes, and then it just maxes out. But so I had the whole thing downloaded as text, and then chatted with AI. How can I structure based on what I offer? How can I make the perfect offer to this guy, right? And so AI helped me. And of course I had to edit a lot, and then it always went over promising and undervaluing stuff, it was just not 100%. So that's why I'm still saying AI isn't quite there yet. But if you tell it as much as possible as you can still have AI take a lot of time off your daily activities. Then another magnet I put on a website was the chatbot. If you remember correctly, if you follow me on Spotify, I sold a 7K US chatbot implementation. I started to use 11 Labs, which didn't really work out with N8N. It was a lot of hassle. So I tried a lot. I posted in a couple of my AI communities what's a better option. And in the end, I found a platform that also allows for human interaction. And this has been gold. And I just want to share one thing that came up yesterday, because the first introduction message was quite generic. It was like, hey, did you know that XYZ? Click here. And nobody really interacted with it. And now I've changed it to, let me just have a look here while you're watching at my face. I changed it to, hi there, I am Planty of Plant My Tree. I help you with everything. What's your question? And then they have a choice of 4 things. And I put a GIF over there of Tom Hanks waving hello. Like, if you go on Giphy or any GIF platform, or even in WhatsApp, and you just put in hi as the text for the GIF, then Tom Hanks will show up. And this thing just took off. Like, normally we have like 1 inquiry and solved chats per day. Yesterday we had 12. So that's a little nugget for you. If you're using these things, make them obvious, make them a little bit annoying. Half of the staff is annoyed by this thing, and like, Tom Hanks doesn't really fit our company. Well, it works. It had 3 inquiries for money just yesterday. So I'm going to run this a little further. And I'm really excited about this because it pulls people in and gives them options. And then one other thing I did, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see I bought a new book, 100 Million Money Models by Alex Hormozi. And this thing is just gold, which helps me sell more, like the idea of upselling, for example. Yeah. And I want to share something that I just shared with my client. I had a meeting about this yesterday after reading it. That we had actually, I uploaded the whole book and all of Alex Hormozi's books to my personal AI. And then I asked it, can you please help me and help me think about upsells? Like we have a couple, events going, and they have a couple tree planting events going until the end of the year. And so we chatted with AI based on the books and based on all the methodology of Alex Hormozi in 100 Million Money Models. So you technically don't even have to read the book, which I highly suggest you still do because the value, man, it's insane. I read a lot of, I don't know if you can see this on the video, a lot of, what's that called? .com secrets, traffic secrets, Russell Brunson. They were good, but a lot of blah, blah, a lot of storytelling, and it's just so slow. Alex Hormozi just goes to the value right away. So you're going to love this. And so I just want to show you, or I mean, probably I can't show if I edit this video. I hopefully can, but it's German, so I might have to do an English version. It's, think about they have tree planting events where there's like 50 people or so coming to, a wall, a forest area. And then they're going to plant trees. And so we thought, this is happening anyway. How can we upsell or use all this engagement? And so what AI came up with was, because I told it specifically, I like examples. Tell me examples of the book. And so what it did, it said, just like McDonald's with a Monopoly game, you're taking a simple action that's already happening and making a game out of it with real rewards. So, for example, this is the tree selfie reward pyramid. And the offer is you post a picture of yourself with a tree or while planting a tree and you tag the company Plant My Tree. Then the more engagement you get, the higher the reward is. And the reward looks like this. If you get 0 to 50 likes, you get 1 tree for your family. If you get 50 to 200 likes, you get 5 free trees and a certificate. A tree certificate with your name and stuff that you put on the wall. And if you get 200 likes or more, you get 20 trees and a personal thank you video from the founder. And a shout out on social media. And what this does, I love it so much, and I just told him about it a couple minutes ago, is that purchasers or people actually become to active sellers for your business. They talk to friends, they say, please like my post, and then Plant My Tree gets the brand awareness. And just like Walt Disney, when he created Disneyland, right? He just didn't create a theme park, but he made it so people wanted to take pictures and then actually created an experience that kind of markets itself, if you think about it. So every person who's going to Disneyland, what will they do for sure? Right? They're going to post on social media. They're going to take pictures with huge Barbie or with huge Mickey Mouse, right? And so the idea for this event was the same, and there might be applications for your own business, and I might actually turn this again into a digital product where you can, have, I don't know if that's copyright protected, but you could ask for a specific, marketing recommendation based on Alex Hormozi's book. It might be copyright infringement right there, but the idea, I'm doing this for myself, right? Even if I'm writing proposals, it's like I'm asking, how can I upsell this offer, this proposal? So very, very cool stuff. Other things that happened are, let me just go back to the notes here because I post them in my Notion every day, what I do every day. And, sometimes our babysitter cancels. We have like a household help slash babysitter 2 times a week and Saturday night for date night. And this week she canceled because of sickness. And it just made me realize, like, sometimes I'm actually cherishing these moments. They kind of annoyed me in the beginning because, like, hey, we were counting on you and, this is not happening. But it's daddy daughter time and I really love it. So we're going to go on a playground and I might take my laptop. So I have, while she's busy with Granny, I can chip in half an hour of work or stuff. But yeah, so this is kind of cool. And then the other thought I had the other day, this is me talking through my 75 days of building, which is already actually day 89 today, is that maybe I should pitch more e-commerce owners. Because this guy that I talked to with the free AI customer buying trigger is also an e-commerce owner. And the thing he said is like, I don't want to get involved into marketing. I just want to run my business. And I figured, man, there must be so many business owners out there that are just fed up with marketing and all this AI stuff. And it's just overwhelming for them. So why not target them and, just run the report for free? And they're going to be amazed. And then they probably want to book me for the content creation. We can, create or improve one sales page and then create blogs for them, which is my main product. So lots of potential for this thing and also for sales guys, I thought, because the moment I analyzed my sales call with this e-commerce friend, I put the whole transcript in the analyzer and then got a report about the things he said, the power words he used, what's important to him, and which sentences I have to say to close him, even though he's kind of closed already. But very, very powerful. And I thought just running more free demos for people will get me testimonials for sure. So that might be the next thing. Maybe I'm doing this even live with someone and just posting on LinkedIn, on YouTube. This, my friends, is episode 1 of YouTube Dom Builds. There might be more when the house is empty. Otherwise, you see little Lottie knocking on the door, and I do want to save her face from the internet, at least for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. And if you're ready to take your own business to the next level by selling more with words, then this, my friend, the free AI customer buying trigger report is yours. I said it's never available again like this in person. I'm just going to run this live with you on a Zoom call. So if you want a free report on how to sell more to the people that you want to sell more to, reach out to me. I'm Dom Jedro. Find me on LinkedIn and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.